Oh yes, my people, this one be small thing. The African court, they don't file case against Omotosho. They filed heavy case against them because the issue of Nnamdi Kãnū, the way they handle the whole thing, you get a CB. Every day turning of case, every day turning of case. The same thing where you talk today, you go still talk tomorrow. And at the end, you know, even they move according to what people they expect. So as today now, the African courts, they don't file case against them, and they don't give them time wey be say you need to do and the free Nnamdi Kãnū. Inside this video, you will hear everything directly from this our Biafran activists who explain the whole thing as it be. Because as it be now, Nigerian and the Nnamdi Kãnū, the way things they happen, nobody understand. They just they go court every day, going to court every day, and they trying to pin him with waiting no get head. So now waiting be the thing where they say then they do. So we know say the case of Nnamdi Kãnū, they never even file anything, they never even see anything against them. We make the still hold on for court, we make the still hold on for detention. And for how many years now, he's still there for detention. And they see yet Nigerian government, they no one reason. We don't know what thing that they find, and we don't know what thing be their problem. Everybody don't talk about how they will use release this, how they will use release Nnamdi Kãnū so that make it go free, and then may go check himself, both his body and the things where he health no dey okay. Everything where they talk to the government, them concern them. They say na their own mind they go do. But as it dey now, everybody they annoyed against Tiñubu and their government. So the African courts, they don't write letter, and then they don't present them to Omotosho, and they don't tell them waiting there for that letter. And inside this letter, you go hear everything from this our brother. We go explain the whole thing the way we did. So no skip the video, and they no go anywhere. Like, subscribe, and share it to go around, make it reach everywhere, and make everybody see the way they happen for Nigeria. Thank you for watching.
Welcome back once again. Following the injustice Nnamdi Kãnū experienced before Justice Omotosho, on that particular day when Justice Omotosho stated that Nnamdi Kãnū should go back and file his defense and appear come 10th October, Nnamdi Kãnū has now been vindicated following this particular African court, associates who have actually filed a petition stating and has filed a way to defend Nnamdi Kãnū with a lot of facts and figures they have stated, which I'm going to be showing in this particular video. Now, on a plague background of what is happening to Nnamdi Kãnū, sincerely speaking, this is an undermine of justice. Nnamdi Kãnū was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, which is unlawful. Now, it is now very, very shocking that Justice Omotosho have the boldness to tell Nnamdi Kãnū's legal team in court that he is not aware that Nnamdi Kãnū is rendition. As a matter of fact, that there is no document that has shown or proven to him that Nnamdi Kãnū was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria that is faulty. It blew up the mind of persons and even Nnamdi Kãnū's lawyers, who are now stating, is it that this man is not actually seeing the files that has been submitted to him before now? That goes a long way to tell you that probably some of all these files being filed before Justice Omotosho, for him to to look at it before and after the court, is now looking as though they are not being checked on. For crying out loud, assuming they're not considering that even outside this court case, following the court judgment in Kenya and following the other appeal court judgment in favor of Nnamdi Kãnū, I see not very clear that this man was adopted from Kenya and in addition to Nigeria, which is also faulty. I'm going to be showing you what the African Associate has now decided to take and portraying and clearing all the facts and figures that are shown that Nnamdi Kãnū is vindicated. This clearly authentifies a particular adage that says that justice may be delayed, but it can never be denied. And now, listen attentively to Sowore, the statement he made that has shown that Nnamdi Kãnū's captivity and detention and this particular adjournment of court cases is beneath what a lot of persons are even imagining. Watch, and when we come back, I'll exactly show you the documents.
They know that Nnamdi Kãnū's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kãnū's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kãnū out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kãnū to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos, yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this because Nnamdi Kãnū is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically.
Very true.
I was attacked physically thrice. Just the reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend this trial, this current trial. Yes, he mentioned my name specifically. So
yes, I believe you've listened attentively to what TrõüBLE has stated. This is exactly what is happening beneath Nnamdi Kãnū's case. Now, for you to see that Nnamdi Kãnū is being vindicated, and these are one of the defenses that Nnamdi Kãnū will be using ahead of 10th October before Justice Omotosho, an open letter to the Lordship Lady Chief Justice of Nigeria as stated. Now, this particular body, they have sent a letter, an open letter to Chief Justice of Nigeria, stating the illegality of the case of Nnamdi Kãnū and its international implication. They stated, "My Lady Chief Justice, I write from this Pan-African nation of Ghana on way Gambia permits me, first and foremost, to salute you as the head of judiciary arm of government and president of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I recognize your steadfastness, tenacity, and dedication in steering the affairs of Nigerian judiciary during these challenging times. I also bring peace greetings from London, where you pursued and obtained your master's degree LLM from the London School of Economics in 1983. Your contributions to the Nigerian jurisprudence through landmark judgments spanning constitutional law, criminal justice, and election petition are widely recognized and respected. As a fellow African, I deeply appreciate your accomplishments and commitment to the rule of law. My Lady Chief Justice, I write not as a Nigerian, but as an African born in Uganda and residing in the United Kingdom, as products of the Commonwealth legal tradition. And as an elder, I believe we share a responsibility to speaking truth about the challenges confronting many African nations. Nigeria, as a member of the Commonwealth, is bound by its constitutional values, judicial ethics, and obligations under international law. In the matter of Nnamdi Kãnū, multiple courts, both domestic and international, have declared his extraordinary detention and the detention unlawful. Now look at it, look at the inscriptions of these particular headings and see how Nnamdi Kãnū was actually vindicated, and these are the proofs that this particular law firm went as far as stating it, representing the Africa. He went further to state, Lady Chief Justice, in jurisprudence, when proceedings are tainted by illegality, they are discontinued so as not to erode the credibility of the cause. The Nigerian courts have already ruled on the illegality, and international bodies have echoed the same. Lady Chief Justice, therefore, I ask, what is left of the case? Who indeed is being tried in your court if the very foundation is illegality? The continued trial appears a hot air case, illegal in its origin, illegal in its process, and illegal in its outcome. Such proceedings risk undermining the hard-earned credibility of Nigeria's judiciary. Chief Justice of Nigeria. Furthermore, Nigeria's involvement in the 2018 adoption of 10 Cameroonian professors and lawyers in Abuja, despite court orders for their return, remains a blunt a blot on the record of justice. Such precedence raises troubling questions about Nigerians' commitment to the rule of law within the Commonwealth and beyond. Chief Justice of Nigeria, it is painful that these matters must be brought before the international community for scrutiny. Why should the judiciary, an independent arm of government, allow its reputation to be eroded by political interference? Why should courts that symbolize justice permit illegality to fester in their halls? I respectfully urge you, in your capacity as the Chief Justice of Nigeria and custodian of judicial integrity, to take the one honest and just step. Discontinue the illegal case of Nnamdi Kãnū. By doing so, you will reaffirm Nigerians' commitment to justice, restore confidence in the judiciary, and strengthen the rule of law. And this is exactly what was stated. In addition, as you could see on your screen, IPOB condemns court ruling on Nnamdi Kãnū, questioned Justice Omotosho's impartiality. Yes, they have actually questioned Justice Omotosho, and look at the clear question they asked. They say, Justice Omotosho, explain how you got to that particular judgment of telling Nnamdi Kãnū to come back and file his own defense. Explain certain things like, what does the judge not know that section 36 subsection 11 of the 1999 constitution as amended under Nigerian constitution forbids compelling any defendant to testify against himself? That is it. And they went and argued that the burden of proof rests solely on the prosecution, not the accused. And that Justice Omotosho's remarks exposes the reality of Abuja's courts prioritizing government interest over justice. By demanding that Nnamdi Kãnū should explain, Justice Omotosho is not applying the law, he is aiding prosecution. And that is what they are stating, that look at what you have failed as a law. You know, they are asking Justice Omotosho very clearly. It is unbelievable for Justice Omotosho to actually tell Nnamdi Kãnū to file his defense, and that is what they are stating, that Nnamdi Kãnū should fill the gaps. This particular case is case built on contradictory witnesses. Yes, absence of investigation report and reliance on a repealed law. These witnesses that came to court, you have not even authenticated what they have stated. You are not telling Nnamdi Kãnū to actually file his defense. This remark exposes the reality of Abuja courts. Yes, their first duty is not to justice but to the government. Clearer now, it's very much clearer that Justice Omotosho is actually doing the bidding of the government instead of following the rule of law. And that is why this particular African associate firm have started sending a letter to the Chief Justice of Nigeria that he should do the needful. Call these justices to order. They should obey the jurisprudence of the law and follow the law. That there's nothing that is going to stand on nothing. Telling Nnamdi Kãnū to come and file his defense when he has no case to answer. For crying out loud. He was renditioned from Kenya back to Nigeria, but Justice Omotosho gave blunt argument on that, stating that he has not seen such file. And Nnamdi Kãnū's lawyer, on the other hand, are also stating that they filed these particular, statements and every document to him. So you could see that this is exactly the route they want to take. Now, they have now been compelled to outrightly, do the needful by telling Justice Omotosho the real truth. And that is what is happening. Look at what Sowore stated. That they are actually delaying and playing gimmicks so that Nnamdi Kãnū will remain there with a lot of adjournment of cases till after 2027. It drives down to the southeastern leaders who are actually coming to, play and water the ground, that they are actually talking and making statements regarding Nnamdi Kãnū's release. Meanwhile, they are trying to be in the favor book of Bola Ahmed Tiñubu come 2027. Their interest is 2027. Their interest is not the release of Nnamdi Kãnū. Because if their interest is in the release of Nnamdi Kãnū, they will march down there and take some drastic measures to make sure this man is released. Look at the health condition of this man going down, and now laws are well and carefully disobeyed. For Justice Omotosho to even come out and state that he is not aware that Nnamdi Kãnū was renditioned from Nigeria to Kenya is faulty. And I believe this particular African jurisdiction and courts and associates that are actually coming to speak for this man will actually vindicate this man. That's on the comment section. What is your take on this particular movement and this particular move that the African court is taking? Don't forget to share, like, and also hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell of this channel. Click on the like button, and don't forget to type freedom for Nnamdi Kãnū, as his health is going to be restored, believe, by your prayers in the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. This issue of Nnamdi Kãnū and the Omotosho, the person self who we dey even expect say he go even do the way we're supposed to do, we even do better pass the one way pass. Will be this woman we just finish her own with Nigerian script. So the same thing where Omotosho they do. Why you go say even you not even understand and you not even know say Nnamdi Kãnū is being kidnapped back to Nigeria. He get as he be and he be as he gets. So all those things what they do, they are just they do say where they just keep on there. And the issue of the Igbo leaders, the governors and their senators, all of them where they there, their mind be saying 2027 election, how they will use win their election and how they will use get power and continue with their maltreatment of their citizen. Because what they there be say the people will be say that they do, the people don't like them and they no be them they vote them. Now them they vote themselves inside and to make sure say that they do people by all means. So and they know say that Nnamdi Kãnū be the mouthpiece of the poor man and I be the mouthpiece of the people when they get mouth to talk. So the issue of the government Tiñubu holding Nnamdi Kãnū, we don't even see any meaning or any gain. Somebody will be saying, you know, carry gun, you know, carry anything, you know, kill person. So, unahola, why the people will be the terrorists, where they work everywhere. They buy people from state to state, from place to place, not only the north, but everywhere. Una go sell those ones, like good people, now them be the citizen of Nigeria. But somebody will say, enough is enough. Waiting when they do my people. You don't do. Make we talk about how we go fit stay for this country, whether we go fit still live as one Nigeria and be everybody go. When I say no, and that one I be the terrorist. In fact, the whole thing with the happen for Nigeria, it tire everybody. It tire me. So waiting with the expect for they say the African courts, the way they write this later. And the way that they go now about this issue, we believe say the whole thing will come out in a good way because waiting everybody they expects now make the result come out in a good way because Nigeria and them they feel say nobody go fit talk about them and nobody go fit tell them do this thing is they bad or they wrong. So nobody go fit talk to them. They believe say they can do everything. So we will still see the end of it because now the country now we did. Not be by force to say we'll go still be one Nigeria. So anybody will not be one Nigeria. If you want to go, you need to go. Grant them a referendum. So if the referendum no work, so you need to divide the whole thing, make everybody go a separate way so that many people, because the killing and the everything will happen for Nigeria. Nobody way they sweet for body. Everybody they cry, only for the government. Now them they happy, they claim say Nigeria na one, Nigeria no be one. Free Muslim they can make it go, and they make you do the right thing because now need to say the right thing. Nobody they do them for the government, and nobody won't care about the poor man. So what do they know about their family, about their people and their relatives? So now what do they know? But this one now, I know say you don't choke them. So I would like to hear your comment down below. Like, subscribe, and share it to go around. Make everybody see the injustice where Muslim become the face for Nigeria and waiting the Igbo people, Biafran people, the face also for Nigeria. Like, subscribe, and share it. Thank you for watching.